So we are on Hokkaido, the largest prefecture in Japan and the northernmost major island of the four. And we're here during green season in July. It's nice and cool. The high is 23 Celsius and the low is 15. Really nice time to kind of get out and about, enjoy nature, culture, history, all that stuff. So we're here, this is the grounds of a relatively new property called Soneka. And it's four rooms. And we are in a room called Nupu. So this was established, Soneka was established in August of 2024. So this is a little less than, almost 2 years old. And it's 30 minutes from Sapporo Chitose Airport, a little further away from the center of Sapporo. But anyway, so there's four rooms. They're all slightly different in layout and amenities, although the price is the same. So if you have a room that you like and you're earmarking a particular room, then you are advised to book early so you can select the one you want. So there's two entrances. Over here is the living quarters. I'm sorry, the sleeping quarters, but we're gonna go start with the living quarters. And so first you have, there's toilets in each section. So there's one. And then, yes, there is onsen outside, which we'll get to in a bit. So this is the living area. You do have things like a washing machine for extended stays, which is nice. Over here, you have a kitchen and the living room. Over here, you have natural water pumped from underground. Feel free to drink anytime. So they have their own well that they pump water from. You have a refrigerator with drinks to choose from. Everything other than like, champagne, and there's prices on them, like Krug and whatnot. But these are all complimentary, without price tags on them. So beer, Hokkaido milk, spring water, juice. Yeah, coffee maker, kettle, microwave, all that stuff. I won't explore every nook and cranny, but I think the things, you have a toaster, the things you need appear to all be here. So this area is called Kitahiroshima, North Hiroshima. It used to be called Hiroshima Shi, I think, means city, which I'm sure over time it became very confusing, so they changed it to Kita, or North Hiroshima. There's things to do around here, but not like UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and there's not, it's not as prolific of a ski area as, say, the Niseko area is. So, but it's somewhere that people come to relax towards the beginning or end of a trip in Hokkaido. A lot of natural light. Right now the sun's coming directly in, which is why the shades are halfway down. Otherwise it would be quite blinding. So we're here for 2 nights, just gonna relax, maybe go horseback riding. We'll do strawberry picking, which this area is renowned for. And maybe go see a lavender field. Not in Furano. Furano is the famous area, but in BA, but there are some really nice ones in this area as well. Okay, and then now we're gonna go to the living quarters, followed by the outdoor terrace. Okay. All right, so this is the living area. Let's go explore here. Here you have for the outdoor bathing materials. So this room, or all the rooms, are kind of semi-exposed to the elements. So you're advised, and again, the shades are closed because the sun is kind of blaring in from the outside in the afternoon. So you're advised to bring swimsuits, although for women they do have, I don't know if you call it swimsuits, but it's kind of a bathing wear in traditional Japanese style. It's actually quite stylish. So women have it all covered. Men, you'll just need to bring your own bathing suits. Unless you have some voyeuristic tendencies, although I think they do frown upon that practice here. I can't imagine it being you being too exposed to peeping toms, in the sense that adjacent to here is just a raw field with a farm beyond that. So this is the wash basin, plenty of towels. Let's see, are there amenities? There must be. No? Hair dryer. Okay, so yeah, so there's kind of a amenity kits. I won't open it and go over everything. And so this is the onsen hot springs type, and we've experienced this before in Tokachi, which is an area in Hokkaido famous for this onsen type called Moor Onsen. And I guess it comes from a German name because Germany and parts of Japan are the only places that have this onsen type. And it's where the hot springs, before it flows underground, of course, but there's a certain type of vegetation, the roots of trees, that the hot springs brushes up against, and it has unique mineral properties that are different from typical hot springs. And that type is called Moor. M-O-O-R. So let's go here. This is, so I showed you the one bedroom. That was kind of a secondary one, you know, with the bunk beds. So if you have a larger extended family or friends, you know, it is technically a 2-bedroom layout. Here you have more natural light. And so anyway, so the Moor Onsen supposedly has really nice healing properties. It's definitely at least it's a different type of hot springs that you'll experience. And so we'll go out there and check it out right now after finish inspecting the bedroom. It's a bit of a strange layout where, you know, the two living areas are kind of segregated in this way. It's only just, you know, 5 feet across the way, but in the dead of winter, which it can be very cold in Hokkaido, maybe it's not the most ideal layout. But on the bright side, the floors are all heated, or can be heated in the cold winter months. They have really nice fireplaces. So there's 2 types of rooms. Again, they're all same nightly rate. This one I prefer to at least the Nitai, or the other room that we were able to inspect, in the sense that the other room just had 1 bath, about this size, or maybe even like smaller than that. But they also have a steam, not hot spring steam, just steam sauna, which I think there's places that have saunas that don't have hot springs. If we're gonna come all the way here and they have more hot springs, I think I would prefer that. So this is just kind of raw grass field. It's not used as a farm. A little bit further out, they grow potatoes and other things like that. So I don't think you're really exposed to the elements. Again, they do strongly suggest that maybe in a Japanese way they mandate it, but they don't say it in that way. So this is the sleeping building, and then here's the opening, and over here is the living area. So here, this is the natural onsen with the onsen temperature, so maybe about, I don't know, 40 to 42 degrees Celsius. I'm not actually quite sure, but that's kind of the standard. And then over here, the onsen flows into, I guess, a pool, for lack of a better term. So the pool also has the same Moor onsen properties, because it just kind of flows from one to the other. You'll see the colors are different, mainly because it just depends on the depth. So this is a little bit shallower, and this is a bit deeper. The other feature of this room is that you have a separate little structure here. So I guess I didn't finish the part about the cuisine. So there's you have various options, but for dinner the two primary ones are that can I open it? Oh, snap. Wonder if I can go in this way. Let's see. I push in. Okay, so on our first night we're gonna dine here, and so there's a Michelin-starred kaiseki restaurant that focuses on wood-fired recipes, and so they produce the menu and the recipes, although the Soneka chef actually then comes and makes it. So this is kind of a glass enclosed building. You can actually open all of these, the glass, there's sections where you can just open it to let in the breeze in, and which probably is wise given that it is going to be wood-fired cuisine, and it'll get really smoky unless you at least have parts of this this room opened. And so they'll have they'll make, a lot of the dishes will be made from this the wood fire stove right here. And the second one is that they have a hearth, irori, and they call it, in where they cook kaiseki, traditional Japanese cuisine, multi-course cuisine. Actually, no, this is the kaiseki one. And then the hearth, they have a robata style cuisine, which is kind of like a izakaya, more casual food, but equally delicious supposedly. And that's cooked over a hearth. Both by renowned restaurants in Sapporo, who then produce the recipes, and then the chef comes to cook them. So anyway, so that's this is the Nupu room at Soneka. I will show you another one. I'm not going to show all four. I don't have that much time, but two are kind of, two room types are similar from what I was told. This one, again, it has the dedicated dining building, glass enclosed. It has a larger Moor onsen as well as a Moor pool, and it's not enclosed by a forest, which the room next door does. They also have a well, anyways, I'll show you the difference when I get to that momentarily. So this is the Soneka in Kitahiroshima, Hokkaido. This room is called Nupu. Hope you enjoyed.